A 1% chance? Why are you giving this sorry, pathetic team a 1% chance? Giving them hope for no reason.
Alright, just least you can do is level with me. What are my chances?
Not good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
When in fact, there was no chance for you, Dan. Zero chance. There was no chance for anyone in the league to beat my team this week because my team is the best. 144 points. My team put together an outstanding performance. Probably underperformed a little bit, to be honest. I mean, I could have still had some more bigger plays from a lot of my guys, but put in the work and took down Dan another notch. See if I can't kick him out of the playoffs. Let's see what everyone else is doing over here. We got Robert losing to replacements. That was a big playoff game right there. I think replacements might sneak into the playoffs. He has a pretty easy schedule coming up, and his team's been doing work. We got Poggers beating Sean. Sean actually putting up a fight this time, but just like it's been going all year for him, not enough points. Detroiter almost getting enough points to beat my team with a big help from Josh Jacobs. He had 300 all-purpose yards. You can't expect that every week. So just know this week, Jay, I'm coming for you. And Motor City versus Big Chubbs. Chubbs, you had it all the way through to like the very end. I thought you were gonna win this one, but Edgar squeaking out another win because everyone that ends up versing him just gets a little stroke of bad luck. But his luck's gonna come to an end here soon. So let's look at the records right now. Got Edgar 11-1, Detroit 9-3, Big Chubbs 7-5. There's our 1, 2, 3 teams. Then we got like a deadlock over here at 4, 5, 6. But then 7-8. You know, Robert and Jimenez is right there. They're clawing their way to get into that playoff spot, and I think replacements has a viable way in with him having a little bit more points than Dan. So yeah, it's do or die now, guys. These next 2 matches that we're about to have before the playoffs, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we all have a good chance of making it and also not making it. But I want to point out this: our records aren't exactly what they look like. If you look right here, the PF right there stands for points for. So Jason's leading the way right there, 1675, and then it's Big Chubbs, then it's Edgar, and that's a lot of points. If you look at the points against, though, Edgar's at 12-10. That's low. That's ridiculously low. Showing that Edgar's just playing fantasy football this year on rookie mode, easy mode. And if we scroll down to Sean's at 1568. We have collectively just pooped on him. Every time we verse Sean, everyone's teams have gone off. 1568. Sean's playing this on the hardest difficulty, 1 life, all Madden. That's 350 points more than Edgar's had to face this year. The contrast and the difference is ridiculous. But that's fantasy football for you this year. Sucks when that happens, but it happens. And yeah, good luck these next 2 weeks, guys. We take a little peek preview at who's versing who. Detroiters projected a lot of points, but you know, he's still going down. I got no worries there. Got Robert versus Motor City. Robert, you need a win. Let's see if you can take down Captain Easy Mode over there. We got Zach versus Dave Martin. I don't see Zach having any problems with that matchup. And then here's a big one right here. Dan and Big Chubbs. You guys got to keep getting those W's. Playoffs are right around the corner. And then we got Sean's team, who put out last week. Is he going to stay in 10th place? Is he going to be okay with staying in 10th place? Or is he going to lose to the replacements, whose team's on fire right now? We have an in-person interview right now with Poggers. And Poggers says he's not concerned with these nuts. Not at all. He wants to put the league on notice. Here's what he has to say. I'm here right now with Poggers, 5Gs, and he's versing D's nuts. You got any words with D's nuts?
The team's just dog shit. I'm not even worried about it in the slightest at all.
No, I wouldn't be either. I'd sleep easy. Probably put my whole paycheck on it. If there was an odds on the betting sites, everyone in the nation would get on there and bet against D's nuts.
As they should.
His team's horrible. What about next week? Who do you verse next week?
I verse Detroit. I'm not too worried about it. I beat him the first time we faced this year.
So you've already suffered a loss to Poggers, Jay. He's not worried about it. He's probably going to beat you again.
Not probably.
Definitely going to beat you
Going
again. Do you think that Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen's back?
I would say they are back. They showed great last game. Didn't get them till the end of the game, but they'll be back now. So
With Josh Allen and Diggs equaling 60, Zach, are you putting us all on notice?
100%. They'll put up 70 this week.
Any final words?
You guys are fucked.
We're all fucked. Championship right around the corner. Here's your official power rankings for week 12. Detroiter, you were at 80, you dropped to 79. Not because you lost, just because you're versing me this week. And we all know your history with versing me. I did beat you in the championships some years ago by 0.4. I expect a repeat of that, specific week to happen this week. Joey, 45% was last week. You lost to Edgar. That was gross. I've had an upset stomach ever since that loss, just because I felt bad for you, and it just, really upset my stomach. But, maybe better things are gonna come for you. Zach, you went to 50%, mostly because your interview was very confident, and, you seemed like a very confident man, and we're all fucked, according to him. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see if Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen equal that 60, because if they do, we are all fucked. Edgar, you went up 2%, just a percent behind Detroiter, because he does have a really good team, and you are still playing fantasy football in easy mode. Your record just doesn't reflect that. Dan, 33 last week, 25 this week. I think you have a false hope every week. Every week you go in there thinking, hey, these bums that I picked up off the waiver wire are starters, and they're going to win me the week. But they're not. They're not going to win you the week. You have a lot of false hope going there, and you're probably going to fall to the playoffs. Replacements, you were at 30 last week. You went to 33. You just had a stellar week. It says 152 points noise. I think that was from last week, and I didn't bother to change it because not a lot has changed here. Sean, still better luck next year. D's nuts. You suck so bad. You're probably gonna get kicked out of the league next year. Let's be honest. It's just pathetic. I don't even want to see you next year. It's better off that you just take it on the chin and just quit. One more thing on replacements. I think he is the dark horse. I think he can make the playoffs fairly easily with his upcoming schedule. So I'll see you there, buddy. But I was at 69.69 giggity percent last week, and I'm at 80 this week. Actually, in first, really reclaiming that spot back after that dominant performance. And in Edgar's own words, I'm just the best. The best. Robert, 33% last week. You went to 30. It's not looking good with that loss to Jason Jimenez, but you need a miracle. And I actually have an inspiring quote for you. Here's 6 Bible verses for the football season. We're actually going to scroll down here to Psalms 108:13. But what happens when you do ask for God's help? With pregame prayers and the Tebowing some players do, we might assume that both sides are angling for divine favor. With God on your side, how can you lose? As a psalm said, with God we will gain the victory, and he will trample down our enemies. But you might be correct in wondering whether God really does stand on one side or the other. Does he really care whether the Saints or the Lions come out ahead? So, Robert, I think you're going to be having to do a lot of Tebowing the next 2 weeks. Your knee's going to be pretty sore, but Tebow to the best of your capabilities and, wish for the best. Good luck. How easy was that matchup beating replacements, Joey?
Yeah, I wasn't worried. I knew I had it the whole time.
No problem. No problem.
What's he like last?
Not even sweating it. Replacements. You don't got it, buddy.